Well, welcome back to the channel. I'm Kat.
This is Harry.
And today it's all about exploring the other side of the island, the Hilo side, with overlooks, waterfalls, and gardens.
Come on, let's go explore.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go.
We set out early and saw some weird stuff on the road, more goats, and made it to the grasslands and cows of Waimea.
This segment is called Waiting for Kat to Take Some Photos. So every now and then you gotta pull over, let her take her pictures.
Especially when it's Nene. We also went back to see the Hawaiian cowboy statue and grabbed some really good breakfast at two of our favorite spots before continuing the drive to the north coast. This is not the fastest way to get over to Hilo. We'll head back to Kailua Kona that way, but we love the views along this route, and before too long, we were in Honoka'a. This picturesque little town used to be a sugarcane community. Now it's a haven of wonderful little shops and places to eat and explore before heading out to the Waipi'o Valley. We took a quick tour before heading out the handful of miles to the Overlook and found a train museum. Another reason to come back. The Waipi'o Valley was the childhood home of King Kamehameha I. There are a few very important things to learn about it. First off, it's all private sacred land. As such, unless you're invited, you cannot go down into the valley. You can book a tour with a company where you can see the valley, but the overlook is as far as you can go without a paid tour. The valley is about 1 mile across, 5 miles deep, and those cliffs are about 2,000 feet high. There are less than 100 residents today that still live in the valley. On the way in, we saw signs for 3 fruit stands, and I made the joke that we want to visit the middle one, since the first one going in would be popular going in, and the first one leaving the lookout would be popular going out, so the middle one was best.
Whoa. Woohoo! There we go. Cool. Thank you.
Oh, another one. That's a big one. That's a
Wow, you guys got great eyes. That's awesome.
I think two.
That's awesome.
I think they're coming from the floor.
Yeah? Wow.
Oh my gosh, this is awesome. There's your bowl.
Okay, thank you.
For the bottom, okay.
Okay, so we discovered something brand new. We stopped off at this fruit stand to grab some real coconut, real fresh coconut out of the husk.
And we discovered white pineapple. It's a lot sweeter and more tender than gold pineapple. It's really good.
This is the bowl they gave us. Isn't that incredible?
Really nice.
So check out the local fruit stands. I don't know if my theory was right, but this fruit stand was definitely wonderful. Seriously, white pineapple. Sadly, it's a seasonal thing, so I'm not sure if you can find it there all of the time. But what a find. We really love this charming town and wished we had more time in our day to see more. If you're planning your trip, you can break it up between the Kailua Kona and Hilo sides of the island. Then we recommend that. There is a lot to see on this side of the island, and with a 2-hour drive to get from one side to the other, you can't possibly see it all in one day. As we continued to Hilo, we began checking the gorges for waterfalls. Sadly, no luck. So YouTube has a new algorithm for 2024 that is watching for engagement. That's likes and comments before they promote the videos more. So do us a huge favor, pop that thumbs up button, and then just say hi in the comments or something. That will help our channel grow, and we love hearing from you. We had decided to head for Umauma Botanical Gardens since we heard there was an overlook of the famous Umauma Triple Falls. If you have time for these gardens, they are beautiful. It's a strenuous walk, but beautiful, and a lovely way to spend the afternoon. Admission is $15 for adults, $7 for teens, and $3 for children 5 and older. Under that, it's totally free. Unfortunately, there wasn't a falls view. There was barely any water to be seen. However, there was one more spot we wanted to check out. Yep, ziplining. Harry picked the manta ray snorkel trip this trip, but I think it may be ziplining for the next one. This place looks so cool. But we were on a schedule with so much to see and do before sunset, so we hit the road for Hilo and were gobsmacked by this tree on the way. This impressive monkey pod tree is the historic centerpiece for this lovely cemetery right outside of Hilo. The size of these trees are amazing, and we found out that this one wasn't going to be the only one of these amazing trees with their tangled branch canopies that we were going to see. There is plenty to see in Hilo, but we had a destination in mind we hoped wouldn't let us down. Rainbow Falls. The falls cascade 80 feet over a lava cave that, according to legend, is the home to the Hawaiian goddess Hina, the goddess of the moon. If you were there at the right time of day, you'll be able to see why it's called Rainbow Falls. We were there midday, and the best time to see the rainbows are in the early morning on a clear, sunny day. We loved how accessible it was to be able to see the falls from the different viewpoints and how much family room there was for picnicking. There are stairs, but there's also a ramp. And if you're really adventurous, you can take that pathway up to the top of the falls. This area next to Rainbow Falls smells so good because of this. This is ginger, and the smell of the ginger is being carried to us on the wind like we're standing in a perfume shop. It is just amazing. Harry is headed up the stairwell behind me all the way to the top to look down, so I'll show you that footage in just a second. We're gonna go meet up with my cousin who lives in Hilo, go out to lunch, and then explore downtown. And we get to take you with us. If you are able to do so, then we recommend the climb to the top of the falls. This stairway is trimmed with beautiful gardens, and you get a much better view of the river below from the top. Our cousin later explained that there has been a drought on this side of the island for the past few years, explaining why the water levels are so low and why we couldn't see the Umauma Falls.
This little, I think, banyan grove at the top of the Rainbow Falls. This is cool. All the roots. Walking can be treacherous. Be careful. Wow. tree is epic.
The construction of a banyan tree defies understanding. They can grow up to 100 feet tall and can grow out indefinitely. Yep, it keeps sending out those roots, expanding as far as it can, as long as it can. Mind blown.
This tree is just amazing.
Harry completed the short loop back around to me and Mom. And then it was time for our little family reunion. It was great to see our cousin and his family explore their gardens and then head out to lunch at Pineapples. We found our drink of the day, a flight of pina coladas. Guava won the taste test, and Wendy liked the pineapple. These beautiful gardens are named for the last monarch of Hawaii. Before heading to Banyan Drive or exploring the gardens, we first took a drive along the beautiful waterfront. And saw our first mongoose. Hi there, right downtown in Hilo is Banyan Drive, and you really must take this drive. It's just a little few blocks, but the trees are magnificent. Let's go ahead and show you that. Banyan Drive is known as the Hilo Walk of Fame for the banyan trees planted by celebrities, including Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Cecil B. DeMille, and even baseball great Babe Ruth. These trees have withstood several tsunamis that have devastated Hilo in the past. This drive through the trees began in 1933 as community leaders thought it would be a good idea to bring a little focus to the area. At that time, it was only private homes and the yacht club. But since then, a few hotels and restaurants have been added, as well as many more trees. At this time, there are about 50 trees to enjoy on this drive, bearing names of celebrities, politicians, authors, and Native Hawaiians. When you stand next to one of these trees, you really get an idea of just how big they are. They really are incredible. This area is still geared towards enjoying the waterfront, with beaches and boat ramps available. Staying in a hotel here would be wonderful, with so much to explore within walking distance. And now we're at
A tea garden.
it is the Japanese Gardens, downtown Hilo. I think it's Lilo Lukuani. I'll put it down below.
It'll be down below. But we're not trying to pronounce this one right now.
So let's show you this incredible tree that's right behind us, and we'll show you a few more of the sights on this beautiful garden. Let's go take a look. The planning for these gardens started out in 1907 with only 5 acres set aside. But then that increased to 22 acres in 1917. And finally, it opened in 1919. as a tribute to the first Japanese immigrants to the Big Island, who helped build its agricultural history beginning in 1868. We loved the serenity and watching the birds play on the lawns. But before we knew it, our time was up and we had to head back to Kailua-Kona. We took the shortcut back over to Kailua-Kona, and it turns out the drive home was all about the clouds and the sunset setting them on fire.
Got my heart on the floor. Go slow. Keep me falling for you all night. Tell me now, you're the one I've been dreaming about for my whole life. Had you on my mind. Oh, hear the sound of your voice in a crowd.
Okay, folks, we're gonna call it a night. We are trying to grab some dinner, but it's Friday night in Kailua-Kona. Every place is booked, but it was a great day.
Saw family, saw great trees, and it was a good drive over to Hilo.
And let's face it, the white pineapple made it totally worth it. Every bit.
Take care,
Safe travels.
and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on another adventure. Next video, we get to share with you a truly unique and incredible experience we didn't even know existed in Hawaii. We hope you will subscribe and join us again next time.